Kevin Sidebottom, and I'm a speaker, author, and trainer. And I go and work with sales organizations to improve their processes so that they can sell more, faster, and make more profits. Now, if this is something that you could use, by all means, reach out. Today, though, I want to talk to you about how to structure your sales process to increase sales. That's right, our sales process. We are working through our sales process. Well, sometimes we need to make tweaks to it. So in this video, we're going to talk about some of those tweaks to make, how to review things, and what other little areas you can do with your sales team to increase sales. Ready? Let's get into it. Number one thing we have to do is lay out our sales process. See how it's working. If it's not working, and we've checked it over year, and there hasn't been some massive decline in the economy, well, then we got to look at our sales process and see what we can do to restructure it a little bit. And the number one way is to actually bring in an outside person to review your process with you. That's right. Hire a consultant or somebody who's been proven out. You don't have to just hire me. I'm saying this because I want to benefit you. You gotta find somebody else from outside the organization that's not as familiar with your sales process to work with you. The reason why is most of them have actually worked with other industries and have a sales process and know about it, but they can come in and go, hey, this part of the sales process ain't working. Here's why. And they can help you just do those little tweaks to help you increase your sales. So, definitely want to have somebody else, other eyes, to look at your sales process. And I know if you've created a sales process, it may hurt your feelings a little bit because it's your baby, but here's the deal. Having someone come in and look at it, they give you a fresh set of eyes. And it's just like you're learning any new skill or refining yourself. You gotta have somebody else's opinion just to look at it and see what could be done. And you got to have an open mind to it. Okay? Now, the second thing we need to do is make sure that we're bringing in our sales force at least once a year to come in and do some training. Yes, whether it's hired in training from someone who comes out like me and trains people, or it's an online training that everybody's working together on, or some workbook training that you guys find, whatever it is, bring the sales team in so that way they can work together, build camaraderie, and train together. And everybody can share best practices as you work through this. That's how this works. When you have more people looking at it, they can give you a fresh set of new little tweaks that we can do to the process as well. Now, outside of just having a trainer come in or a consultant, you definitely want to have some other training. And what I recommend, and we did this when I first started in training, and it worked really well. Bring in those salespeople for the training, but keep them an extra day or so. And here's why. When we bring them in, we want them to start teaching the other team members. That's right. We want them to come in and teach topics such as what our competition's doing, how our competition's selling against us, what they're selling, because then they can teach the team, here's how I've overcome this, and this is how I strategize around this, and here's how I've won, and here's where I've lost when they go out and teach. And the best way to learn something is to teach it. So by having them stay in and do this training, it's kind of like a live fire situation where they're teaching, but the other sales guys are picking things apart. It helps them get better together. And that's what we want. We want our teams working together. Now here's the third thing that I recommend. Is read books. That's right. Reading books together. Got to do this to supplement the annual trainings. So that way everybody's getting fresh insight on the sales process and are working together and talking about things. Because there's another little tip or trick that's going to help you guys actually increase your sales just by adding to our current sales process. You can actually read a book in about a month, okay? And I'm going to show you how real quick. So you can read 10 pages a day, and there's 30 days in a month. You get through a 300-page book in a month. Typically, sales training books are less than 300 pages. So you have some flexibility there, and you don't have to read the whole book at once. That's why having the ongoing conversation is good, because you can break it up into little chunks for everybody to talk about. But we need to be working on this. And you don't have to do one book a month with the team. You can do one book a quarter if you want. But the best way to sharpen our skills together is to actually find more information. Because as learners, they grow, so will we in our sales process. All right? Now, if you have any questions about any of this, feel free to reach out. Contact information's below, links to my website, the blogs, and I'd be happy to help you. If you liked the video and it was helpful, hit like, subscribe, and let other people see it, so that way we can benefit more people, because that's essentially what I'm here to do. All right? See you next time.